Hi YouTube, my name is JJ and this is my channel, JJ's Descriptions, where we will be describing and discussing topics like movies, events, video games, and others. So, with that said, let's get into the topic of my first video. Sorry, a little nervous here, my first video. Anyway, so when the first Sonic trailer came out, it got panned big time by the public and fans. Mario fans were probably happy though. I don't know for sure, but it makes sense because then it would mean that Sonic's film was going to be worse than Mario's. But when the redesign happened, the movie got praised highly. And it even got praised when it actually came out. It made a lot of money, passing Detective Pikachu in the largest money-making video game-based movie. Anyway, so, with all that said, today we're going to be talking about Bum Bum Bum, the Mario movie. Oh no! Ah! No! Anyway, let's get serious now. So, the Mario movie. A lot of people say it was bad and it was awful. Yeah, okay. But people these days probably like it a little bit better than they did when it first came out back in 1993, because when it came out, it got slammed hard by critics and fans. But I don't really think it's as bad as people say it is. I mean, I'm not saying it's really all that great. It's, I'd give it like a 50 or something. But, so the plot of the movie is the meteor that wiped out dinosaurs millions of years ago, which I personally don't believe, because I'm a Christian. But anyway, that's not important right now. Um, it instead of wiping them out, it just created a parallel dimension where they evolved into human-like forms. And then these two plumbers, Mario and Luigi, go into the dimension trying to save Princess Daisy. Anyway, so Bowser wants to capture the princess because she has this meteorite piece from her mother, and um, he wants to use her to merge their dimensions together to de-evolve the humans to get into the nice world again. And there's this fungus growing everywhere, which will at the end turn out to be the old king, which is also Daisy's father. That Koopa de-evolved. Or I mean Bowser. Sorry, I'll talk about that later. Anyway, so sorry people, just a little nervous here. Anyway, so Mario and Luigi use the fungus to defend themselves against Bowser. But yeah, it's a weird plot and it's weird stuff. So I'm gonna be talking about stuff I actually liked, stuff I didn't like, and stuff along the way. So let's get into stuff I actually didn't like first. So a lot of people will probably agree with me here, but sorry people, bit of issues. So yeah, they all look terrible in their own ways. So Mario looked the best out of them all, even though they all looked terrible, but he actually looked the best. He was played by Bob Hoskins, who you might know from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Anyway, so Bob Hoskins was a British actor who died in 2014. Anyway, but whenever he'd do a film, he'd alter up his voice to sound American, and he even did it in Mario, and that's sort of biting me, because if it's not his real voice, you should have been able to alter it up to sound Italian. But another issue with Mario is that his hat he was wearing backwards, and his mustache was too small. Anyway, next we come Luigi, who is played by John Leguizamo, who you probably know from The Pest. Anyway, so Luigi was, well, sorry, issues again, nerves. Anyway, so Luigi, he didn't even have a mustache, and his hat he wore backwards. Next we're going to come up to Daisy, who is played by Samantha, wait, hang on, we'll get to her later, sorry. We're going to come to Bowser, or in the film they actually call him by his other name, King Koopa, who is played by Dennis Hopper, who you probably know from Easy Rider. Anyway, so he was like this human-like form. That's an issue there. And yeah, like I said, with this plot, it really makes no sense there. Anyway, so he was like a human most of the film, a human-like thing. The only time he turned into a ferocious creature was close to the end when Mario and Luigi de-evolved him into this dinosaur-like thing, and then they de-evolved him into Ooze. He only looked like that ferocious thing for like a few seconds, which is really bugging. And I know in the Sonic movie, Eggman didn't really look like Eggman for most of the movie, but that's actually to set up a sequel. In the Mario movie, he actually died quickly after that. Although, this is me. I'm sure some of you agree with me, some of you don't, but I've always seen Bowser more turtle than dinosaur. If you agree or disagree, please let me know in the comments below. But anyway, next we're going to get to Daisy now, who was played by Samantha Mathis. Or Mantis, I don't know. So, she was the princess of a mom, and the mom took her egg to a Catholic church at the beginning. So anyway, her issue is they used Daisy, Luigi's girlfriend, but she ended up looking like Peach. I don't know why they couldn't just get Peach in there. Anyway, next we're gonna come to Toad, played by Mojo Nixon. And the issue with Toad is he's like a musical thing. He's like a human, but then they de-evolve him into a Goomba, and the Goombas I have huge issues with, but we'll get to that later. But he looks nothing like Toad, and because we all know Toad's supposed to be a mushroom, but he just looked ridiculous. And I was never aware of Toad liking music. If he did, please let me know. Anyway, so next we're gonna come. Okay, the rest of these actors here, I really don't know their names. So, Big Bertha. She was like this really huge lady in like this red dress, and she gave Mario and Luigi these rocket boots, which I have issues with because they're not in the video game. Also, in the movie is this blaster and de-evolution gun, which aren't in the game either. But anyway, so she was like this fat lady instead of her actual video game self, and she was well, she had like these parties and all that, but yeah. Mario and Luigi snuck into her place to grab the meteorite piece because she stole it from them. Because Luigi snapped it off of Daisy's necklace, but I'm probably getting confusing here. So anyway, next we're going to come to Yoshi. Now, Yoshi actually did look like a dinosaur because he's actually a dinosaur. But an issue here is that, well, he didn't really look like Yoshi. He didn't really have the spines on his back, the lumps, or the shell either, the small shell that he has. And also his face was shaped different. So it didn't really look at all like Yoshi. Next, we're going to come to, hang on, I have to take a moment to think here. We're going to come to, the Goombas, and that was just no. The Goombas were, no, almost as bad as Toad. Toad and the Goombas were the worst, but the Goombas looked like dinosaurs there. They said like the Goombas were dinosaur things, when they're really not. They're mushrooms, as we all know. But they made them look like dinosaurs. That's the Koopas that are related to Bowser. Anyway, so some other things I didn't like in there were the weapons, obviously. Some of the weapons. And, the one thing I was disappointed in was this one scene where their dimensions get merged, and, Bowser tries to de-evolve them. Or Mario, only Mario was with him. Anyway, so. And then Mario took a mushroom off of the fungus and said, trust the fungus, and it blew up and created a shield, and I was disappointed. I was really hoping he would eat it and become Mega Mario. Next, another thing to mention is, well, yeah, Koopa's cousins, I mean Bowser's cousins, no, wait, Koopa, sorry, he's called Koopa in the film, they, tried to, they're like really stupid, tried to catch Daisy for many years, and then Koopa had to evolve them into being smart, but if they're part of the Koopas, they should actually look more like him. Bowser should also look more like himself. I mean. Anyway, so next we come to, well, So anyway, some things I actually did like, well, some things I actually did like, what I thought was clever, how they put the bullet in there and the Bob-omb. How they could find ways to put those in there. Oh wait, hang on, I forgot to mention something. Something else I actually didn't like was Mario and Luigi find their classic costumes in, a compartment in Bowser's tower, but it's quoting like that's the origin of Mario and all that, like that's where he found it, but that actually doesn't make sense because it blows off Donkey Kong, and in Donkey Kong he was already dressed like that. But anyway, so it's just some things I like how they put the Bob-omb and Bullet in there in clever places, and the movie. Another thing I didn't like was the movie. It was creepy, but anyway, um, sorry, nerves again. So, anyways, um, something else I liked, well, I guess it was kind of cool how they made them be like real plumbers doing plumbing stuff, because he is known as a plumber, so they had to do something. But it would have been better if they went down through a pipe instead of a wall. That was an issue. Anyway, some fun facts about it. It actually looked like it actually was predicting the future, because when their dimensions get merged, the Twin Towers sort of fade a little. And so it was like they were predicting the future of the Twin Towers collapse. Anyway, another thing about it is the Dino World was actually filmed at an old concrete factory, I found out. And one thing you might not know about what was going on there is Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were drunk the whole time. They did a really great job hiding it. Anyway, so, yeah, that is my, well, wait, hang on. Yeah, that is pretty much my thought of it. And, please leave a like, because I was a little nervous here. This is my first video, so this is a big deal to me. Please do leave a like, please subscribe, and leave down in a comment what you want me to discuss next time, okay? This is my first video. Please leave a like. I know I said that already, but anyway, this is it for my first video.